Welcome back to the morning show right here on the Rise News channel. AB Yomo is here to give us sports. AB, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Rufai. Good morning, Rufai, Dr. Vatianayo. And a lot to discuss this hour of the day, especially with the fact that the Nigerian Football Federation has made a much-awaited announcement of the new coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, Finidi George was announced as the new coach of the Super Eagles as they hope to get the much-needed wins in next month's World Cup qualifiers, which is just about a month from now, rather in June, which is about a month from now. So Finidi serves under Pesero for 20 months, so he's used to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Hopefully, he's able to achieve what he's meant to do, because in his time as an interim coach, he led Nigeria to 2 friendlies where they got a victory against Ghana for the first time in 18 years and wanted to lose 2-0 against Mali. But we'll see who he appoints as his assistants in the coming days. And away from the Super Eagles coaching announcement, we'll go to the drama between Bash Ali and the sports minister, that is John Eno. Now, for the past 17 years, Bash Ali has been hoping to have a Guinness World Records fight in Nigeria. And from different ministers to different ministers, he keeps coming on to speak about them. About a few days ago, he spoke on the minister wanting $1 million from that fight, and which he said he's not going to give him. But the minister came out to debunk that and said he's going to sue him. He has come back again to say he did not ask the minister for $50 million to set up this fight. It's a long fight, but we'll see how it ends between the minister and Bash Ali. I also saw that with Sunday Dare and the past ministers. And now to Europe, where an important match is going to be played between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Now, Bayern Munich will be heading to the Allianz Arena to take on, Real Madrid will be heading on to the Allianz Arena to take on Bayern Munich. Bayern are in the first semi-finals in 4 years, while Real Madrid have played all semi-finals in 4 years. But the last time Bayern Munich won Real Madrid was in 2012, and since then, they've not been able to defeat Real Madrid. Hopefully, we'll see an end to that. Kane is looking to lay his hands on his first trophy. And still on football, in Leicester, they were able to lay their hands on the EFL Championship after getting a 3-0 victory against Preston North End. And the Africans in that team came up to shine. We saw Fatau of Ghana, Wilfred Finidi of the Super Eagles, and Kelechi also laying their hands on the trophy. They are aiming to get 100 points in the AFL as they have already been promoted to the English Premier League. Finally, to the NBA, where LeBron James's Lakers were knocked out by the Denver Nuggets after a 4-1 victory. 5 games of the best-of-7 series, they were able to get only 1 win. And the funny thing about the Lakers is that last year they were knocked out 4-0 by the Nuggets, and 2 years ago they did not even make the playoffs. And James was hoping to get his 5th championship and his first since 2020 with the Lakers.
All right, real quickly, I think they made that decision.
So that is it on the sporting segment here.
Okay, AB, I think they made that decision for Finidi because, he's been with Pesaro for about 20 months. They don't want to distort the octet in the team, like they say in chemistry terms. So he should be pretty much right. And since he's taking them on an interim basis, but, I have a big bias for Finidi because, and also Amunike, because these were the 2 guys across the flanks, when Nigeria was playing that great 4-4-2 and Finidi will hurt you on the flanks or Amunike. But I also think to a large extent, even if Amunike doesn't get it, he has a bright future. He did well with Tanzania and all of that. He can still give Finidi the support. And, they're friends, and pretty much we can harness all these resources together. We can only wish Finidi the best and say his work is cut out for him. The critics will go for him when he doesn't do well. I will praise him to the high level when he does well. It's not because we don't like or we don't love him. It's because we want him to do well, because we believe that we have a new crop of players that can do well. Developmental football should not be the order of the day. And I'm happy Finidi has done some work as regards developmental football. We should go back. We have a lot of talent all over in the local league, in Europe and every part of the world. And for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, goodness me, it's going to be a blistering one. And only time will tell. But really, I am looking in the terms of Real Madrid. They've got this sturdy team, and you never know. Once they get into this place, they have more experience. Bayern Munich has done a lot of very good job in the Champions League. But I'm looking, it might swing in the way of Real Madrid. So let's see how it pans out.
Okay, Finidi George, named head coach of the Super Eagles based on the recommendations of the technical team of the NFF. Well, it fits the expectations of those Nigerians who have been saying we need an indigenous coach. And it's not surprising, that many Nigerians have been supporting this based on the fact that he has knowledge of the local league. He has been a coach of Iyimba Stars. He has also been for 20 months, assistant to Jose Pesero. He's also been, interim manager of the Super Eagles. So he has now emerged as the 27th coach of the Super Eagles. However, I find a number of issues that need to be addressed. One, he's been given a job for just 1 year. So is he an interim national government coach? Because the clause in his contract, we're told, is for just 1 year, renewable for an extension. So that means that he's a Finidi manager of the Super Eagles. Number two, his assistants have not been named. Although the NFF has said, look, he has the right to name his assistants. So when he names his assistants, we'll know what the full complement is. Number three, he will need the support of the NFF. It's not enough to just put an indigenous coach there. It's the support that he gets. In the papers today, Chairman Shuku, who was at a point, manager of the Super Eagles, says 11 years after he left the coaching job for the Super Eagles, he has not been paid his allowances. And there are many dead coaches who have not been paid their allowances. All of them, indigenous coaches who have had to coach the Super Eagles at one time or the other. Will Finidi George be treated the same way? The Football Federation has a reputation for treating indigenous coaches shabbily. Now, that should not happen in the case of Finidi George. I think we should make that point. Finally, with regard to Finidi George, he has to qualify the Super Eagles for the 2026 World Cup. We're in Group C, where we are number 3, behind Rwanda and South Africa. We have a match on June 7 against Republic of Benin. We have to win that match. If we face the test of qualifying us...
Against South Africa.
Yes, against South Africa, okay. If he faces the test of qualifying us, for that 2026 World Cup, then of course his critics would definitely come after him. The other point that has been raised about Finidi George is his record. I mean, as coach of Iyimba Stars, out of maybe 80-something matches, he lost over 30. Okay, he won maybe another 30. So it's not as if he's been so exceptional. But as Victor Ikpeba has told us, his strongest asset is that he understands the local terrain. And Victor Ikpeba is hoping that he will make use of people, within the local space and try to come up with a more robust team that shows understanding of the ecosystem. Now, quickly, let's talk about Francis Ngannou. We commiserate with him, the ex-UFC fighter and heavyweight boxer, lost his 15-month-old son. And on X, formerly known as Twitter, he was full of grief. Our sympathies to him. And then, of course, the Premier League, it looks like now it's down to Arsenal versus Manchester City.
And City.
Yeah, Liverpool is out of it. We usually joke about Arsenal. You did that once or twice. But it looks like Arsenal is still in the game. But Liverpool looks like they are out. They are so out of flank now that Mohamed Salah is even quarreling with the coach.
Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp.
But in any case, who do you think will win, between Arsenal and Manchester City? With Manchester City, well,
Doctor, okay.
Yeah, I just want to listen to your opinion.
Well, I think the City and Arsenal permutations have been on and on. And as it stands, Arsenal has to win all their matches, and City must win all their matches as well. If both sides win all their matches, means City wins. Except City has a draw, then Arsenal can win the Premier League.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Man City versus Arsenal. That's what it's come down to.